can't do this to me. I've been framed. I'm innocent.
It was a cold Sunday night with business going normally. Normally, you could say, for a man of the law. Seems like the night would go smooth as butter. Until this dame steps in. Classic blonde broad with a pained expression. I ask myself, what could a woman like this want at a time this late?
Hello, I'm looking for Detective McLeod.
You're looking at him.
I'm Alice Delacroix, and I need a little help with an issue.
What's the problem, miss?
A few weeks ago, my brother was murdered.
Sorry,
and
ma'am, that sounds like a job you might want to take to the police.
I already have, and they told me there wasn't much they could do, and they told me to leave.
There was something about this lady. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, and there was no way that she was going to let up about this. So might as well, seeing how things are going smoothly tonight. Almost too smoothly. Alright, ma'am. I'll do what I can.
This case won't be easy. I've already had several other PIs turn me down.
Ma'am, they don't hire me for the easy one. Soon afterwards, I began looking for answers, going back to old friends in low places, finding nothing. I could already tell this was going to be difficult as pinning a medal on a shadow. Even my old buddies from back in my academy days. All roads led to nothing. This brought me back to a case I did a while ago, where a poor dame was brutally murdered at the hands of her best friend. It took me a while to find out, and that case has haunted me ever since.
So what kind of business you been doing around here lately, Jim?
You know, bit of this, bit of that. Since I got paid up by this guy, I've been making some serious dough.
Did this guy pay well? And what kind of jobs does this guy pay for?
Things like taking out fools that cross with Boss Rick. Earlier this week, I whacked this one guy. Don't know what he did, but it must have been pretty bad. Boss wanted his head on a silver platter. Told me to bring him his right index finger.
Right index finger, huh? I should probably ask Miss Delacroix about a possible missing finger.
What was that? Who's that?
Never mind that. Let's book it.
Oh, hey, Mr. McCoy.
Hello, Jesse.
It's Jenny. Also, Miss Delacroix came in to see you earlier.
What did she have to say?
She went on about a new possible development, saying something along the lines of, I found something in his mail that Detective McCoy needs to see.
Was it a letter of some sort? Did she leave it behind?
No, she said that she couldn't trust anyone with this and that it should be for your eyes only.
For my eyes only. Could this have something to do with those two men in the alleyway? Alright. Janet, could you ring up Miss Delacroix?
Sure, and my name is Jenny.
Right. I knew that.
McCloyd Private Investigator's Office. Yeah. Mr. McCloyd, Miss Delacroix's on the phone. She says it's urgent.
Miss Delacroix? Bring it to my office when you can. Oh, and Miss Delacroix, when your brother was found, was he missing any fingers? Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I have that covered. Maggie, do you think you could do me a favor? I need someone to go down to the morgue and persuade him in some way to verify how many fingers the victim has on his right hand.
You mean to go out with the mortician? That man's a total creep.
I will give you a raise if you can get this done. All I need to know is if he is missing his right index finger.
Fine, I'll do it, but I'll be expecting a raise by payday.
Put the box over here.
Jesus Christ!
What in God's name? Dead rat. Somebody didn't want your brother talking to the police.
I didn't know that he was so paranoid. I should have.
This wasn't your fault. I'll find the scumbag behind this, and when I do, they won't see the light of day again. Hello? Alright, thanks, Jamie. It won't be long until I catch this murderer. I now know who's behind this.
Okay, thanks for everything.
The dominoes began to fall into place, and I can finally find the accomplice of the man that I'm looking for. Maybe get some info as to why Boss Rick would want Miss Delacroix's brother to be swimming with the fishes.
Get off, punk.
Where's Jimmy?
Who?
Jimmy, the man you were talking to earlier.
Jimmy? Oh, that Jimmy. Jimmy's been doing some messed up stuff and been getting paid by guys who don't take too kindly to street thugs like me talking about their business.
Police normally look the other way with thugs like these. And with all the mysterious things going on about this particular case, I guess it's about time I paid the old police station a visit.
Hey, watch where you're going.
Commissioner Richard, I'm looking for a suspect in a case.
Suspect. You know the police have legal priority investigations.
It doesn't matter. Where's Jimmy?
The Brick? He's being held for questioning. You can go home now.
I'm not leaving without answers.
Leave or you're arrested, PI.
Looks like you'll have to pull me out in silver bracelets then.
You got some balls, PI.
Just doing my job. Let me see the perp.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Well, if he won't let me see Jimmy, then I'll just see him myself. You don't happen to be Jimmy, do you?
Depends on who's asking.
The one who's gonna blow your head off if you don't start talking.
Yeah, this is Jimmy.
I need to ask you some questions regarding a murder.
Which one?
One regarding a certain Delacroix. You know, the one you cut a right index finger off of?
Yeah, I remember that one. Beautiful one. It's probably my best work.
You sick bastard! He was someone's brother and you just took him out. No remorse.
Well, if I'm gonna go down for this, I might as well tell you that my boss works here at the PD. Didn't want Mr. Delacroix to speak up and he hired me to whack that fool.
Who?
Commissioner Richard, better known as Boss Rick.
And finally, it hit me. This case involves powers that control and run the city. With a crooked commissioner running the show, God knows what other terrible things have happened. I was now David going against this Goliath corrupt justice system that has just backed me into a corner. There was no other way out. I knew too much, and now it is my head on the chopping block without justice.
So, PI, how much has this traitor told you?
Enough.
You know, you ain't leaving this room alive.
Says who?
Says me.
And just like that, I was a dead man. There was no way out of this one, and my only option was to accept what God has in store for me.